We can get to the actuator. I ran the window up because the window's in the way. So at this point, we have to pull the 3 T30s on this side, and the actuator should be loose. And we can feed it back through all this framing and down here and out of the door. So I'm going to do this really carefully because last thing I'd want to do is to have this thing fall off and damage any of the structures inside the door. Probably wouldn't, but I just want to be careful. So I'm reaching in and I'm pushing the actuator to hold it in place. I've pulled out the 2 bottom T30s, and then I'm going to pull the top one. So the top one's out. Now, in this case, all 3 of these were actually surprisingly loose. I've had them be spectacularly tight before. Now, as you can see, we've got the door pin up here as well that's starting to drop away. We got the actuator that's dropping away. So now it's loose and free. What we want to do is reach up through this lower section of the door. Note how all of this feeds in. The door pin has to come up here through the top, where this cable comes through between the window slide frame and the door frame as you slide this down. So the actuator is loose. There's still a cable, there's still the connector cable here that's still for power to actuate it. It's got a little plug right here that we can back out as well, and then we should be able to walk the actuator down and out of the door. So with that, I'm gonna get this little pin backed out. So the cabling here, which is what is controlling the door actuator, will let this drop further and will let it come out.